Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. The big rumor of the day is talking about John Cena's nose. Yes, right there, John Cena on Monday Night Raw in a big match. The main event for the United States Championship against Seth Rollins took a huge knee to the nose. The nose blew up. You basically saw John Cena's nose get broke on WWE television. The one thing we know about John Cena, whether you love the guy or you hate the guy, is you know that John Cena is one of the toughest son of bitches in wrestling. John Cena has gone through just about every injury you can think of. He always finds a way to put on those wristbands, put on his hat, and make his way to those towns. No matter if it's a house show, no matter if it's a television, a pay-per-view, John Cena knows that his name is on the top of the marquee. And if there is no John Cena, basically WWE has to go out before the show and say John Cena will not be able to appear due to injury, and refunds are being given at the ticket box office if needed. John Cena knows that a lot of stock is built on his shoulders and his biceps that are going down. You know, John Cena, as of right now, has been pulled from the whole Australia tour, which is going down, which is a very big moneymaker for WWE. Basically, you know, John Cena has already been pulled from the go-home show to SummerSlam, which is going to be in Everett, Washington. John Cena isn't in the main event of SummerSlam, but he is in a very big match. And at this point, you have to wonder if John Cena versus Seth Rollins is even going to take place at SummerSlam, and what you can do to even fill that hole. Basically, you've already got Undertaker going up against Brock Lesnar. That's going to be the rematch from WrestleMania 30. They're acting as if WrestleMania 31, Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt, never happened. They're acting as if Undertaker, just hasn't been in WWE in months and months and months, for over a year. And I guess if you're like me, you wish you didn't see Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt at last year's WrestleMania, but we saw it. I had to sit through it. It was a very boring match, and I probably looked at my phone a lot because I don't remember a lot about it. But John Cena going up against Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Maybe it's a double championship match. Maybe the Authority is going to make Cena put the U.S. title on there. Honestly, when it comes down to it, I didn't think that Cena was going to be winning the championship. I didn't think that Cena was going to lose this championship. I thought that, it was just going to be a average Rollins match. Well, not average. I apologize. I thought Rollins is a good wrestler. I think that Rollins is going to put on a very good match against John Cena. Cena, very rarely on pay-per-view when the cards are on the table and basically, you're going to have to put it up or shut up. Cena always finds a way to deliver. I don't think there's going to be a finish. I don't think that Cena's going to walk out the champion. I don't think that Rollins is going to pin Cena. I just think that there's going to be that, average pay-per-view, blow up, whatever happens. DQ, count out, squash, just everybody in there fighting each other. It was something like that. But, I've heard, the stories about John Cena being pulled off the road, basically having to have emergency surgery on his nose. I've heard that Nikki Bella, your Divas champion, his girlfriend from Total Divas, has been pulled off of shows as well to be by Cena's side as he's trying to go through these surgeries. Is WWE going to make him put him out there? You can remember when Cena had the pec tear, I can't remember what year that was, but basically people didn't think we were going to see this guy. If we were even going to see him, we were going to see him at WrestleMania that year. But Cena, was a surprise number 30 entrant in the Royal Rumble, probably one of the biggest Royal Rumble surprises of all time. He said that he went into rehab and he pushed himself twice as hard to make sure that he could come back as soon as he could and not risk being injured. But, is this broken nose going to take John Cena out of SummerSlam? If you don't have your nose, you can't get proper breathing. You can't have, good cardio inside of the ring to keep yourself from going because you can't catch your breath. And that was one of the things that people talked about at the Monday Night Raw match, was that how was Cena able to keep going? Basically, you would think they were already over the 9 o'clock, whatever it is. When the hell does Raw end? Raw ends at 11. or it ends at 8 on the West Coast. You know, they'd already run over the time that it's supposed to end. There's always that overrun time that they always act like they're giving us for free, but I think you've been watching wrestling long enough, you know that they're going to run over the hour every time. I think that somebody would probably be really surprised if Raw actually ended at 58 minutes to the hour, like most television show do, to giving them times to run a commercial for the next show that would be coming on. But you know, all he had to do was really find a way to finish the match sooner than later, but John probably wrestled everything that they said they were going to do in the back. But we'll see what goes down. But as of right now, I think there's big question marks on John Cena versus Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. You got to think of who other #1 contenders to go after the championship would be. As of right now, you already have Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose tied up into a feud with the Wyatts. Both of these guys have been the guys that have been going after the championship with Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose recently just ran through a series of matches with him. You know, who out there are you going to be able to promote up to have a WWE World Heavyweight Championship match and make it meaningful for this SummerSlam that's supposed to have the same amount of meaning as you know, a WrestleMania would, and not take away from it? I think SummerSlam, John Cena is going to be there, but as of right now, more than likely huge question marks.